All right, guys, let's continue with the case scenarios wherein we stopped yesterday, guys. ये लोग खाते खाते अंदर आ रहे हैं. Question number 17, guys, is what we were discussing, guys. बेटा उमेश बैठ जाएगी वो. तू क्या देख रहा, ठीक से बैठ रही नहीं बैठ रही बोल के. ये लास्ट डे है बोल के तुम लोग खुला फुल एक्सप्रेस करना शुरू कर देते हैं. तेरी बहन नहीं चाहिए, बोलू जाके उसको भाभी मिली बोल के. All right, guys. चलो बेटा मस्ती मजाक छोड़ो. Question number 17, guys. Did you finish the remaining part of that question? Did you get the right answers? मैं standard hours for actual output already compute कर चुका था बेटा क्लास में. Based on those standard hours, guys, for actual output, you were supposed to arrive at revised standard hours, guys, and then compute. Did you get the answers, guys? एक बार, guys, can someone tell me the values, guys? We have skilled laborers and we have unskilled laborers. Skilled laborers, guys, what are the number of standard hours, guys, that we have? 1116 and 893 put together 2009. Standard rate per hour beta 37.5 and 22 beta. Actual hours 1200 and 860 2060 beta. Actual rate per hour 25.5 35.5 23. Revised standard hours, this will be 2016 standard ratio 1144 9 8 ratio क्या बोला 8:2. All right, guys. हाँ गलत मैं नहीं बेटा. अरे तुम लोग तुम्हारे रिश्ते बना रहे, मेरे पे क्यों ब्लेम डाल रहे भाई. Yes, guys. Based on this, beta, if you have computed, the variances, guys. एक बार बोलो बेटा आंसर्स. Did you compute or not, guys? We have to compute labor yield variance, guys. Yield variance मतलब कौन सा variance, guys? Sub efficiency variance. Sub efficiency variance का formula क्या है बेटा? SH minus RSH into standard rate per hour. Can you directly tell me the values, guys, for skilled workers? 1050 adverse. Next 506 adverse, guys. Put together beta 1556 adverse, guys. Mix variance बोल बेटा SH RSH minus AH into standard rate. Values बोल directly 2100 adverse, 1232 adverse, 1232 favorable. Next 868 adverse. So using this beta you will get your efficiency variance. Efficiency variance beta would be 3150 adverse, 726 favorable. Put together beta 2424 adverse. After this, guys, how much is your labor rate variance, guys? Labor rate variance beta 2400 favorable, 860 adverse, 1540 favorable. Overall beta cost variance is 884 adverse. मैं डायरेक्ट फाइनल फिगर लिख दिया बेटा बस. So that is the answer, guys, to the last two bits, 4th and 5th. Question 18, guys. Now nice question. 18th question, guys. Now Guys, 1 second, madam. Yes, guys. Next question, madam. A company is working in manufacturing sector. Question अच्छा है guys, सुनना. A company is working in manufacturing sector and uses labor force which consists of skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled workers. The rate of labor per week for skilled workers is 120, semi-skilled 80, unskilled 60. ये rate per week है and every information later is given in terms of number of weeks only. So no problem. Are you getting the point? This is rate per week. Every other information is also on a per week basis. Is that clear, guys? What will this be, beta? Will this be actual rate or will this be standard rate? It had planned the labor for a job that would take 60 weeks to be completed ideally. So as per the standard, guys, every labor is supposed to work for 60 weeks. वो क्या काम है नहीं मालूम है, आगे जाके देखेंगे. But every worker, beta, should be working for a time frame of 60 weeks. The ratio of workers, guys, is 5:3:4. The management consultant who was employed to handle this job died in an accident. Board hired a new, चुपचाप दे सकते ना, he left the job बोल के. Board hired a new consultant to take over this job. This new consultant had a different approach for doing this job. He thought that workers actually required would be in the ratio of 7:3:8. So guys, he must have employed workers in the ratio of 7:3:8. This should now be taken as the actual composition. क्योंकि वेरिएंस ना बेटा वो लोग अभी भी ओरिजिनल इंफॉर्मेशन से कंप्यूट करेंगे. सो लेट अस टेक 5:3:4 एज स्टैंडर्ड एंड लेट अस टेक 7:3:8 as actual. Are you getting the point? He changed the composition of labor force and employed the workers in the new ratio. So this is actuals now. Actual employees are in the ratio of 7:3:8. Project was carried out successfully and it turned out that this change in mix of labor force saved the company 76,800 in the job. But at the same time, we also lost 1,29,600 due to poor productivity of the laborers. Efficiency variance is 1,29,600 adverse. Mix variance is 76,800 favorable. Due to change in mix in labor force, we saved 76,800. Isn't that mix variance? Gang composition variance. Yaad hai guys? In this beta, 1,29,600 is efficiency variance. As a result, the management consultant was promoted and labor force was fired and replaced with some experienced labor force. As a new management consultant was promoted, company found a new one to replace him. This third management consultant was asked to understand and analyze the previous job done by the second management consultant. Data in addition to above given information was provided as follows. Standard के हिसाब से ये बंदे 60 weeks लेना था. Actual time taken for the job is 64 weeks. Are we clear? Net extra cost spent in comparison to planned cost was 1,04,000. Labor cost variance, overall variance is 1,04,000. Total number of weeks worked by all the type of laborers is 23,040. What is this? Total now, instead of writing labor hours, labor weeks बोल के लिखना पड़ेगा. Will this be actual or will this be standard? Undoubtedly actual. Standard कैसे बेटा? जरा एक बार देखो ना information. Actual है या standard है? 23,040 can you divide by 64 weeks, guys? These are the actual number of workers. Nowhere is it given in the question, guys, that we changed the total number of workers. Yes or no, guys? So 360, if you divide, guys, in the ratio of 7:3:8, you will get actual number of workers. If you divide in the ratio of 5:3:4, you will get, stick to this point. समझ में आया नहीं आया, guys? Once you get standard number of workers, if you multiply by 60 weeks, you will get standard hours. Standard hours beta should be based on 60 weeks. Actual hours beta is based on revised standard hours can be computed, guys. Total actual weeks multiple in the standard mix ratio. Skilled and semi-skilled laborers in reality charge 20 rupees extra per week, whereas unskilled laborers were negotiated to charge 20 rupees less per week. Actual rate per week. Upper standard rate per week दिया हुआ है बेटा. For two categories of workers, we are paying 20 rupees more. For unskilled worker, we are paying 20 rupees less. Let's say you are the third management consultant. You've been given all of this information, work out calculations and answer the following questions, MCQs 1 to 5 based on the information given below. वो MCQ 6 to 10 चेंज करने की जरूरत भी नहीं है बेटा, क्या बेकार में वहां पे स्ट्राइक, कौन ध्यान भी देने वाला है बेटा उस पे? Are we clear about this, guys? Now guys, I'll just write the given information. Listen for a minute. Question number क्या बेटा ये 18. Standard mix is 5:3:4. Actual mix is 7:3:8. Standard working weeks per worker is standard working weeks per worker is 60 weeks. Actual working weeks per worker beta is 64. Total actual working weeks beta will be 23,000. Number of workers 23,040 divided by 360. Can I take this to be both actual and standard? Option ही नहीं है बेटा, वरना question आएगा ही नहीं. The question only talks about changing the composition of labor force. The question never said that we are changing the number of workers. That means 60 workers, 360 workers are actual. They are also. Now we have skilled, we have semi-skilled, and we have unskilled. Standard number of workers. How will I get standard number of workers? 360 in the ratio of 150 120. Standard weeks beta bhi you will multiply by how much? Why 60? As per the standard where they're not supposed to take only 60 weeks, so this will become 90 into 60, 120 into 60, total beta 360 into 60, 21. Standard rate per week क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है 120. Actual number of workers 360 workers in the ratio of 7:3:8. 140 actual weeks into 8,000. Next 3,840, 10,240, 20 क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है वो. हाँ, एक्चुअल रेट पर वीक गाइस. To the first two workers we are paying 20 rupees more. Last category we are paying जगह नहीं है रिवाइज स्टैंडर्ड वीक्स की, लिख लेता बेटा वो. समझ में आ रहा है गाइस? A lot of variances are given in the question. We can cross verify our answers with the variances given in the question, guys. There was no need for them to give all of those values because we have literally every piece of information available, guys, to answer all the variances that needs to be computed. उसको overall cost variance देने की जरूरत नहीं थी, guys, ना ही efficiency variance, ना ही mix variance. But we will still go as per the requirements and get the answer. ये information समझ में आ गया? We have done similar questions, but the information given here was in a different format. That's it. Are we clear? चलो बेटा copy this. All of you बेटा make a note of this. एग्जाम में एक बार कहीं तो भी ऊपर फुल फॉर्म लिख लिया, आगे पूरा शॉर्ट फॉर्म. एग्जाम में गए जैसे if you write first standard hours and write brackets में SH. Subsequently wherever standard hours comes you can write SH in that question. थोड़े बच्चों को वही लगता पेपर के स्टार्टिंग में अगर अपन लिख दिए कि इन दिस पेपर वट एवर आई रेड दिस फिल्म इन दिस बोल के पूरा इंफॉर्मेशन दे दिया, तो इट डजंट वर्क लाइक दैट गाइस. बेटा यश stop staring at him and concentrate on this. बोला था अभी दिस इज नॉट द टाइम बेटा. गुरु हो गया. यू कैन राइट रिवाइज. एक बार रिक्वायरमेंट देख लेते, रिवाइज स्टैंडर्ड की जरूरत है क्या बोल के. हाँ है बेटा. वन ऑफ द रिक्वायरमेंट इटसेल्फ इज रिवाइज स्टैंडर्ड. फोर्थ बिट, calculate revised standard weeks. Take total standard weeks guys and then take them in the proportion of standard mix. क्या हो तनिषा, डाउट है कुछ? कल तेरी दोस्त चले जाती, आज चले जाती, वो रोना नहीं आ रहा देखो, आंसू छुपा रही है बेटा. ये गाना सुनी जगजीत सिंह का एक, तुम जो इतना मुस्कुरा रहे हो क्या गम है जिसको छुपा रहे हो. आज जाके सुन बेटा. ये सब गाने ना सिर्फ थोड़े मोमेंट्स में ही अच्छे लगते. मे बी दिस इज द डे यू लिसन टू दैट. रिवाइज स्टैंडर्ड वीक्स भी कंप्यूट कर लो ना बेटा. यहीं पे हो गया वो भी. रिवाइज स्टैंडर्ड वीक्स. what is the total actual weeks beta? 23,040. this in standard mix beta. how much will that be? मैच हो गया ना वो आंसर. हाँ 7680. Please write revise standard workers also guys, and once you're done with that beta, let us answer the bits. You have a doubt beta junior? हाँ पूरे निकालना या जितना पूछा वो करेंगे ना. मैं जैसे बोला वैसे ही करना पड़ेगा, ऑप्शन ही नहीं है. कहीं और तेरी मर्जी चला ले. यस गाइस. बीच में एक दो दिन कृष्णा हैड टू पिक मी अप साथ बेटा. आई डिड नॉट हैव अ व्हीकल. उसको सुबह सुबह किसी का फोन आता, निकला क्या, कहाँ पे है, क्या कर रहा. यस गाइस. मैं थोड़ी नाम लिया बेटा किसी का कृष्णा. यस गाइस, आर यू ऑल डन विद दिस? अच्छा बोलू और आगे. यस गाइस, are you all done with this guys? Any doubt in this? Now guys, look at the first bit guys. If the total of labor efficiency variance of skilled and semi-skilled laborers is 1,29,600 favorable, what is the labor efficiency variance of unskilled labor? We just have to compute guys labor efficiency variance guys of the unskilled workers now. Yes or no guys? You already have guys the details given there beta. Can you just look at that? Unskilled workers का efficiency variance is standard hours minus actual hours multiplied by standard rate. 7,200 minus 10,240 into 60 rupees. Can we directly attempt only the bits that have been asked guys? It will be faster better. So first bit guys, they're asking us to compute what? Efficiency variance of unskilled workers. Efficiency variance of unskilled workers guys. You will write standard time minus actual time into standard rate. Standard working weeks were 7,200. Actual working weeks are 10,240 multiplied by a standard rate of 60. This will become 1 lakh 1,82,400 adverse. Second bit, guys. Calculate the amount that the company saved or paid extra to laborers respectively. Compute rate variance. Underline that in the question and write compute rate variance. Amount paid extra, guys, or saved is nothing but in terms of rate, guys. आज कर ले तो accept terms and conditions, वो बाद में नहीं आता. Yes, guys. Rate variance. You know how to compute rate variance, guys? Rate variance beta will be equal to standard rate minus actual rate multiplied by actual hours, actual weeks, guys. Yes, guys, stop talking better. Can you tell me how much is your standard rate, guys? First वाले का कितना है? 120 minus 140 multiplied by हाँ 8960 179 200 adverse. Next वाला बेटा 80 minus 100 into 3840 7800 76,008. इन दोनों का टोटल करो ना बेटा. 2,56,000 adverse because I have to show saved and paid extra separately, guys. मतलब adverse separately and favorable separately. Unskilled का favorable है बेटा. Unskilled, guys, is 60 40 into how much will this be, guys? 2,04,800 favorable. So the answer to the second question beta will be option C. 2,04,800 is the amount of saving and extra payment is 2,56,000. समझ में आया लंगूरो? Langur says yes. Third bit, guys. We've already computed third bit, guys. Did you all get the answer to the second bit? Third bit, guys. क्या बोल रहा है बेटा question? निशिता, third bit. If in total 1440 weeks were worked in addition to what was planned, that 1440 is not required to be given, guys. We already know that the difference asad beta would be that. How many extra or less workers beta were used in actual compared to standard? For this you will have to only take, guys, the difference between standard number of workers, guys, and actual number of workers. Minus करना है बेटा. They say answer in sequence of skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled. Now tell me, guys, as per the standard, guys, there were how many skilled workers? 150. Actual workers 1. We are using 10 workers less than the standard, guys. Are we clear better? So the answer, guys, will be 140 minus 150. It is very important to identify, guys. It is in relation to actual. So please do not write standard minus actual. You should write actual minus standard. क्योंकि अगर उल्टा करे तो ऑप्शन सी विल लुक लाइक द करेक्ट आंसर. वैल्यूज एग्जैक्टली सेम है बेटा, सिर्फ साइंस अलग है. एक्चुअल में कम है तो माइनस, एक्चुअल में ज्यादा है तो प्लस. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. 140 minus 150. नेक्स्ट बेटा 90. 60 is actual, guys. Standard is 90. Last wala 160 minus 120. This will be the actual number of workers. Are we clear, guys? Fourth bit is already done, guys. Third bit was also done. Third bit, guys, what do we have to write beta? Specify if minus beta कब आएगा? If actual is less. Plus कब आएगा, guys? If actuals are more. So for the first category, guys, it was 140 minus 150 minus 10. For semi-skilled category, guys, it was 60 minus 90, guys, minus 30. And for unskilled category, beta, it was 160 minus 120 beta, it will be plus 40. This is for the third one guys. Fourth one guys already performed, done. Fifth one क्या पूछ रहा है बेटा अभी? फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन बेटा तेजस समझ में आया ये? सोच रहा ना कहाँ पे आगे बैठ गया बल्कि डायरेक्ट 330 आ जाता ना रे. हाँ. Is everyone done guys? Fourth bit beta we have already computed in the table only. Fifth bit, if standard rates charged by skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled workers were 120, 80 and 60, ये already दिया हुआ है ना question में? Is this the same standard rate that was specified in the question guys originally? Then which labor force performed the worst, better and best due to change in composition? Change in composition underline karo beta, that you have to compute mix variance. We have to first mention the worst, then the next better one, and then finally the best one, guys. This is mix variance, guys. You know how to compute mix variance? Do it then. Formula, guys, is RSH minus AH multiplied by standard rate. Skilled ke liye, guys, how much will be the answer? $9,000. 9,600 minus 8,960 multiplied by कितना है बेटा? Favorable ना? Next बेटा semi skilled 5,760 3,000 into कितना है? 1,23,000 53,600 favorable. $7,680 minus हाँ कितना है? 53,600. वर्स्ट कौन है बेटा? गाइस ये वाहियात क्वेश्चन है बेटा. इफ यू गो बाय चेंज इन लेबर कॉम्पोजिशन गाइस, किसके सबसे ज्यादा वर्कर्स चेंज हुए? अनस्किल के तो प्लस 40 वर्कर्स हुए ना, ऑब्वियसली उसका ही तो वेरिएंस सबसे एडवर्स आएगा. सबसे ज्यादा माइनस किसके हुए? सेमी स्किल्ड माइनस 30, उसका ही तो ऑब्वियसली सबसे ज्यादा फेवरेबल आएगा गाइस. सो दिस इज वर्स्ट बेटर, दिस इज बेटर, दिस इज बेस्ट. समझ में आ गया गाइस? Question number 19 guys now. Once you've computed the variances guys, question number 19. Nehal 19 one बेटा. क्या हुआ? You have a doubt? गर्वित हो गया? Now guys, normal question better, but we just have to go through once. XYZ Manufacturing Limited is a mid-sized enterprise that has established a strong reputation in the field of precision engineering. The company specializes in producing high-quality engineering components that meet the stringent requirements of various industries, including automotive, aerospace, medical devices, and industrial machinery. With a commitment to precision and excellence, XYZ Manufacturing Limited has positioned itself as a reliable supplier of critical components that demand the highest levels of accuracy and durability. To maintain stringent control, stringent accuracy, tab se wahi word, over its production costs and enhance cost efficiency, XYZ Manufacturing Limited operates under a standard costing system. This system plays a pivotal role in the company's financial and operational management. Standard costing involves predetermined costs for each production element, including materials, labor, and overheads. These predetermined costs are known as standard costs. They serve as benchmark against which the actual production costs are measured. So it's telling you what is standard costing. As per the budget, we were supposed to produce 10,000 units. Actually, we have produced 9,500 units. As per the budget, fixed overheads were 20 lakhs. Actual fixed overheads are 19 lakh 50 plus 1 lakh. That is 20 lakhs 50,000. This includes additional quality control testing. Doesn't matter, guys, whether it includes or not. We have incurred actually how much? 20 lakhs 50,000. The number of hours for which we have worked, guys, are 15,000 and 14,250. Variable overhead rate as per the budget, guys, was 50 rupees. Actual rate is 50 rupees for the first 10,000 hours, after which it became 60 rupees. That means variable overhead expenditure variance will only be for those additional hours. First 10,000 hours के लिए तो standard rate और actual rate same है, guys. You are not going to get a variance for that. You will get a variance, guys, only for additional working hours over and above 10,000 hours. They're asking us to compute fixed overhead cost variance, fixed overhead volume variance, and fixed overhead expenditure variance. And then for variable overheads, guys, we need efficiency and expenditure variance. Very simple question. How do you compute fixed overhead variance, guys? How do we compute fixed overhead variances, guys? Absorbed minus budgeted is volume variance. Budgeted minus actuals is expenditure variance. So as per the budget, guys, the output was how many units? Fixed overheads, guys. As per the budget, 10,000 units. Actuals beta were 9,500. Overheads, guys, as per the budget were how much fixed overheads? Actual fixed overheads 20 lakhs 50,000. Expenditure variance, so aa gaya beta yahan pe. It is 50,000 adverse. How will I compute standard rate per unit? 20 lakhs budgeted overheads divided by 10,000 units. What do you think will be my absorption rate, guys? Absorption rate is always computed on the basis of budgeted data. So budgeted overheads divided by budgeted output will become my absorption rate. 20 lakhs divided by 10,000 units. 200 per unit. What do you think will be fixed overheads absorbed? Absorbed, guys, is always written on the basis of actual output. So standard rate per unit into actual output beta. 200 into 9,500, 19 lakhs. Now tell me how much is your fixed overhead volume variance? Fixed overhead volume variance will be absorbed minus budgeted. How much did we absorb? How much did we budget? We have absorbed 19 lakhs. We have budgeted 20 lakhs. So 1 lakh adverse. Then beta fixed overhead expenditure variance. It is budgeted minus actuals. How much did we budget? How much did we spend? We budgeted 20 lakhs. We spent 20 lakhs 50,000. So this is 50,000 adverse. Overall fixed overhead variance 1,50,000 adverse. Yes or no, guys? Go beta. Very simple. Likewise, same way beta, variable overheads. Fixed overhead cost variance matched. Fixed overhead volume variance matched. Expenditure variance matched. All of these are your fixed overhead variances, guys. We're all done with this, but can we all arrive at क्या guys वो variable overhead variances? Best part beta is time details are already given, so there should not be any problem in computing variable overhead variances. Are you all done, guys, with volume variance and expenditure variance? Yes or no, guys? Can you tell me what's the formula, guys, for variable overhead efficiency variance? It is exactly the same as labor efficiency variance. So you'll write standard hours, guys, minus actual hours multiplied by standard rate. What's the formula for labor expenditure? Variable overhead expenditure variance? Standard rate minus actual rate multiplied by actual hours. Are we clear about this? आगे बढ़ा अंकुश समझ में? So variable overheads, guys. First, I'll write the details again. But as per the budget, how many units? 10,000. Actually, guys, how many units? 9,500. What are the number of hours, guys, as per the budget? 15,000 and 14,250. What are the total variable? Acha, rate per hour is already given, guys. Rate per hour, guys, kitna hai beta? 50 rupees. Here 50 for first 10,000 hours. Balance beta 4,250 hours is at 60. Now first I will have to compute standard time per unit, which is 15,000 hours divided by 10,000 units. Variable overheads are not computed the same way, guys, as fixed overheads. Once you do this, you will get standard hours for actual output. 9,500 units multiplied by 1.5 hours. कितना है वो? अरे वाह, no efficiency variance. Actual hours beta is equal to standard hours, guys. Therefore, है requirement है वो. Yes. So efficiency variance will be 0. For variable overheads, guys, you will always have to compute standard hours, guys, for actual output first. Yes, beta. So variable overhead efficiency variance, guys, will be equal to standard hours minus actual hours into standard rate per hour. That will become 14,250 minus 14,250 into 50 rupees. The answer is 0. Variable overhead expenditure variance formula is standard rate minus actual rate into actual hours. First 10,000 hours, answer beta would be 50 minus 50 into 10,000, answer is 0. Balance 4,250 hours. 50 minus 60 multiplied by 4,250, that is 42,500 adverse. That means your efficiency expenditure variance is 42,500 adverse. This answers the entire question. Efficiency variance is 0, guys. Expenditure variance is 42,500 adverse. समझ में आया नहीं आया? Are we all clear about this, guys? हाँ बेटा. Question number 20, guys. Now case scenario 20 test में दिया. चलो guys, let's do that बेटा. टेस्ट कितने तो लोग लिखे बेटा. गलत भी गया था. हाँ. Is everyone done with this? नहीं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 20 बेटा अभी क्लास में करा रहा हूं. ABC Private Limited is engaged in the manufacturing of a product Q. The product has the following standard production requirements determined by the technical team of the company. Post satisfactory completion of test run. Raw material Z that you will be needing beta is 2 units at the rate of 2 rupees per unit. Skilled labor beta is 2.5 hours at the rate of 5 rupees per hour. Fixed overheads are 7.5 per unit. Input of raw material Z has an yield of 80% every time when infused into production. That means though the finished product needs 2 units, guys, the actual input should be 2.5 units. 2 divided by 80%. Are you getting the point, guys? Though the final product needs 2 units, guys, the input actually required beta will be 2 divided by 80%. The actual quantity of raw material consumed for production during the year beta was 24,000 units. Based on that 24,000 units as such, guys, the usage variance of the material beta was 2000 favorable. Z, अच्छा material Z है वो, sorry guys. हाँ. Further, the actual amount of material cost for the material consumed amounted to rupees 45,000. So they've given us AQ, they've given us AP into AQ, they've given us usage variance. Using usage variance, guys, I can compute standard quantity. Once I get standard quantity, guys, I will be able to arrive at actual output. अभी तक सिर्फ यहीं पे पढ़ते बेटा, बाकी का बाद में पढ़ते. Let us just concentrate on the raw material part. Raw material part, beta, tell me what all is the information given in the question, guys, now. This is case study 20, guys, raw material related, guys. Your standard quantity, guys, per unit of output will be 2 units divided by 80%. 80% क्या है बेटा? Yield है, without yawning वाला. So this will become 2.5 units. Are we clear? Array 2.5 units. Now, guys, all of you, actual quantity consumed beta. Did I give the exact same question in the test? Actual quantity consumed beta is 24,000 units. Standard price per unit beta is 2 rupees. Actual price into actual quantity beta is 45,000. I can use material usage variance, guys, first to compute what? This is standard quantity for actual output minus actual quantity multiplied by standard price. This will be equal to, guys, your material usage variance, which is given as 2000 favorable. So here you're going to write standard quantity for actual output minus actual quantity kitna hai? 24,000 into 2 rupees, 2000 favorable. Using this, you're going to get standard quantity for actual output beta as 1000 units more, 25,000 units. I told you whenever the requirement is to compute actual output, guys, always use standard quantity. Do not use actual quantity. So what is the standard quantity per unit of output? 2.5 units. आधा बंद कर और बस. So using this beta 2.5 units and 25,000 units, how can I compute actual output? Standard quantity for actual output divided by standard quantity per unit. 25,000 units divided by 2.5 units. 10,000. This is the answer to the first bit. Second bit beta they've asked us to compute material price variance and material cost variance. कर लेंगे वो. ये समझ में आ गया? लिखो बेटा ये. That part will do it together. Correct आया था आंसर एग्जाम में. बेटा मेरा मैसेज आ करते रहता. Surprisingly asked last week, when am I getting a cell phone? बोल के बोला, oh, you want a cell phone now? बोल के बोला, very good, you will get it when I think the time is appropriate. हाँ 10th के बाद देखेंगे, अभी कहीं को. उसके क्लास में बच्चों के पास सेल फोन है कहते, तो इसीलिए वो पूछ रहा कि ऑल माई फ्रेंड्स हैव इट. मतलब वेल एंड गुड, दे माइट बी हैविंग इट. इफ़ यू वांट टू यूज़ इट यू कैन यूज़ माई फोन और मॉम्स फोन ओवर. तो उसके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के फ़ोन से मैसेज कर रहा, पासवर्ड बोलो जल्दी ऐप स्टोर का, डाउनलोड करना है ऐप. वो पासवर्ड पूछ रहा कहते यस गाइस, सीधा कॉस्ट वेरिएंस. अभी गाइस फर्स्ट मटेरियल, ये हो गया सबका. मटेरियल प्राइस वेरिएंस, हाउ विल यू कंप्यूट गाइस? Standard price minus actual price into actual quantity. I can write that as standard price into actual quantity minus actual price into actual quantity. 2 rupees into 24,000 minus actual price into actual quantity already given in the question, 45,000. This will become 3,000 favorable. Material usage variance is 2,000 favorable. Material price variance is 3,000 favorable. What do you think will be material cost variance? You can add both the variances, guys. 2,000 and 3,000. तुम लोग को कौन से एज में सेलफोन मिला? 10th. केशव अब भी मिला, बीकॉम बेस्ट. कोविड आया बोल के देना पड़ा. यस गाइस. हाँ, मालूम ही है तेरा तो वो. Yes बेटा. Are you all done with this? Sorry guys, topic change. Back to this. समझ में आया ये? Guys, you're not done with the entire question, guys. The next part, beta, is labor variance. Are we all clear about this? Guys, थोड़ा तो खत्म करेंगे ना बेटा. Please जरा concentrate करो. सुबह से second case study है ये. Now, guys, during the said year, the actual working hours beta were 30,000, for which the labor cost paid by the company amounted to rupees 1,20,000. What is important beta here is that this will not be productive hours, guys. This will be hours paid. Because if you read the entire sentence, the question is very clear that we are paying for how many hours? 30,000 hours. Why am I talking about this? This question has idle time. Even if there is idle time, that is not included in this, guys. Actual working hours were how much beta? 30,000. Are you getting the point, guys? So what will be your actual rate per hour, guys? 1,20,000 divided by 30,000. That will be 4 rupees per hour. Idle time variance is given as 10,000 adverse. Now see, guys, how will you arrive at the information? Labor के variance, labor का detail बोलो बेटा. What is the standard time per unit? ऊपर दिया हुआ है standard cost sheet में 2.5 hours. How much is the standard hours for actual output now? 2.5 hours into 10,000 units. 20. What are your actual hours paid? 30,000. What will be your actual rate per hour? 1,20,000 divided by 30,000 hours. That will be 4 rupees per hour. Now, this given us one more piece of information. Idle time variance is 10,000 adverse. Do you know how to compute idle time variance? Actual hours worked, that is productive, guys, minus actual hours paid multiplied by standard rate per hour. So that will be, we do not know actual hours worked. We do know better that actual hours paid are 30,000. Standard rate per hour 5. This is equal to 10,000 adverse. Minus 2,000 matlab you will get actual hours worked as 28,000. This will be the answer to the third bit, guys. Third bit mein beta they've asked the standard hours, net actual hours and idle time. Standard hours are 25,000. The net actual hours are 28,000. Idle time beta is 2,000. हाँ या ना guys? हाँ हाँ, ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाते हैं. एग्जाम में नहीं आए थे क्या? Once you get actual output, everything is very simple. हाँ, उसमें से एक ऑप्शन आ गया तो बाकी पूरे करेक्ट ही रहते हैं. अब जैसे स्टैंडर्ड आवर्स में सिर्फ 25,000 करेक्ट है तो ऑब्वियसली बाकी पूरा करेक्ट ही वही रहेगा. समझ में आया बेटा कार्तिक? Fourth bit, guys, have asked us to compute labor efficiency and labor rate variance. I'll compute labor rate variance, guys, first, then I'll do labor efficiency because there's a problem with efficiency here. Are you all done with this? वो इंटरनेशनल सिलेबस से एमसीक्यू कॉपी करे तो यही होता बेटा, वो लोग रिवाइज एफिशिएंसी कैलकुलेट करते, मैं बोला ना क्लास में, they divide overall labor cost variance into revised efficiency and rate, revised efficiency into efficiency and idle time. So that is why their revised efficiency is always based on actual hours paid, not based on actual hours worked. Anyways guys, fourth bit guys, labor rate variance, how will you compute better? Is it based on actual hours worked or actual hours paid? So we'll write standard rate minus actual rate guys into actual hours paid. Standard rate guys, actual rate दिया हुआ है क्वेश्चन में, हाँ अपन कंप्यूट किया ना अभी, 4 into 30,000. So this will be 30,000 favorable. There's only one option there guys with 30,000 favorable fourth bit, and that is option C. Now labor efficiency variance guys, what is the formula? Standard hours minus actual hours worked or actual hours paid? Actual hours worked multiplied by standard rate. Standard hours are 25,000 minus 28,000 multiplied by 5 rupees. This should be 15,000 adverse. But वहां पे आंसर क्या दिया हुआ है बेटा? 25,000. Answer given is based on actual hours paid, which includes idle time variance also. We do not follow this in Indian syllabus guys, but this is just for our understanding guys. Therefore when you write labor efficiency beta yahan pe, instead of writing actual hours worked, we will write actual hours paid. So that'll be standard hours minus actual hours paid. So this automatically includes idle time variance also, and that beta will be 25,000 minus 30,000 multiplied by 5 rupees. 25,000 adverse. Labor rate variance is 30,000 favorable. Labor efficiency variance beta is actually 15,000 adverse, but here guys we are getting it as 25,000 adverse. There's one more bit in this question guys, we're not done with it yet. ऐसे एक्सप्रेशन दे रहे जैसे मेरे लिए करा रहा हूं मैं ये सब. Yes guys, look at the fourth bit guys. Fifth bit, they've given us actual fixed overheads guys, and they've given us, क्या पूछ रहा है बेटा फिफ्थ बिट में? Fifth bit guys, what is the standard rate per unit for fixed overheads? For fixed overheads guys, it is 7.5 rupees. So what do you think will be absorbed overheads? Absorbed overheads guys will be standard rate per unit into actual output. 7.5 multiplied by 10,000 units, 75,000. Expenditure variance का formula क्या है? Budgeted overheads minus actual overheads. Did they give us actual overheads in the question? 1,50,000. And they also gave us that expenditure variance is 25,000 favorable. That means budgeted overheads beta will be 1,75,000. You know absorbed, you know budgeted. Can you compute volume variance? Volume variance guys will be equal to absorbed minus budgeted. We have absorbed only 75,000. We budgeted 1,75,000 guys. So your volume variance is 1 lakh adverse. हो गया guys entire question. Volume variance guys is 1 lakh adverse. 2, 3. Next question कर लिए class में already. I think we've included the exact same question beta, materials chapter 15th question. नहीं मालूम, ऐसा कोई बोला, मैं रिपीट करा बस, तू देख. वो शेल्फ लाइफ वाला बेटा, मैक्सिमम लेवल गेटिंग इंपैक्टेड गाइस, आई सेड 200 यूनिट्स इनटू 10 days ही लेना, इन स्पाइट ऑफ दैट बीइंग मोर देन दैट. I have included the same question already, guys, in the class. So question number, case scenario number 21, guys. Next one, you can write question 15 of our regular material, guys. Exact same question already covered with the same requirements also. वहाँ पे भी शायद I've given all the 5 requirements. पूरा MCQ question ही है. हाँ. बोल के करवाया था वही. Very good, guys. Question number 22, guys. Now 22 गाइस मटेरियल कॉस्ट का है. उसके बाद में पूरे क्वेश्चंस गाइस है प्रोसेस कॉस्टिंग, जॉइंट कॉस्टिंग, सर्विस सेक्टर कॉस्टिंग. प्रीटी सिंपल गाइस. सेम 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 नहीं करना पड़ता थोड़ा तो भाई ऐसे तेरे बारे में. क्वेश्चन नंबर 22 गाइस. Shall we start the 22nd one? We'll finish as much as possible, guys. తిన్నారు కదా, నేనేం చేయాలి తినకపోతే. Nice question, guys. Question number 22, guys. Please pay attention without smiling. मिस्टर विकास वापस आ गया बेटा. ये कल भी आया था. देखो, देश को विकसित करना है बोले तो बेटा विकास आता. वापस देखो यहीं पे विकास एक्सपोर्टर है, इंपोर्टर है. कल भी वही था. समझ में आया ना विकास? टू मच ऑफ रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बेटा. मिस्टर विकास खिलौने बनाने वाला. A toy importer has understood the importance of manufacturing in India. He is backed up by the new government policies that motivate him to manufacture in India. As per the customs department, any import made for manufacturing under made in India, customs duty will be refunded up to 80%. Vikas decided not to import toy from China anymore. Instead, import raw material from Sri Lanka for manufacturing toys in India. Under an agreement, guys, of Government of India with Sri Lankan government, any import from Sri Lanka will receive tax benefits. So in this entire paragraph, guys, what is relevant is the fact that you will be receiving a refund of 80%. Correct, beta? Yash? Question पे ध्यान दे बेटा. Vikas ordered material X, जो भी है बेटा वो X, and material Z. Very good, guys. From Sri Lanka. Details are given below. Material X, 12,000 units into 125 Sri Lankan rupees. Material Z, 8,000 units into 225 Sri Lankan rupees. Factory cost, add containers cost, add freight up to loading shipment on ship paid by exporter. Question ना बेटा is more about कौन सा चीज किस पे आने वाली है बोल के. ठीक है. If you understand that, then it is very simple. The question is good. FOB, guys, 35,50,000. Ocean freight and insurance, $2,000 and $1,500, guys. When shipment reached India, it was unloaded at Chennai port. Vikas requested to put the goods in custom port's warehouse. Vikas, due to cash crunch, was not in a position to pay customs duty and therefore did not file the bill of exchange. Customs authority charged a penalty of 15,000. Underline that beta and write do not include in cost. If they're asking us to compute our total expenditure beta, you will include. But cost of materials mein beta, this is an abnormal item. This is valuation, guys. Last time beta, this was the first question that I discussed in the class. ये और वो इसके पहले वाला तो लोगों को लगा केस स्टडीज बहुत टफ है बोल के मैं निकाल के अभी बीच में डाल दिया इसको. Why should we judge the entire case scenarios, guys, based on one question, guys? समझ में आ रहा है? So this is an abnormal item, guys. What do you do with abnormal items? Transfer to P&L account. Finally, beta, after a month, Vikas filed bill of exchange and paid customs duty of 20% on CIF value of the shipment. CIF beta is cost inclusive of insurance and freight. This is why the question was concentrating on FOB, freight and insurance. To FOB, if you add insurance and freight, you're going to get CIF. But in FOB, I'm not supposed to include containers cost. Why? I will tell you later. अभी आता वो बाद में आते आते आ जाता. IGST was also applicable at 18% on the combined value of CIF and customs duty paid. He further spent a sum of rupees 12,500 to bring the imported goods to his factory. directly attributable expenditure should be added to the cost of the product. Yes or no, guys? An inspection was done on the goods and it was found that 5% of the goods were broken, tote hue. This came to management as a surprise because generally such rate of defects on imports is 8%. Now, important point, in material acquisition, in case guys the loss is less, you reduce it to normal loss only. You do not counter the remaining as abnormal gain. That means though the normal loss percentage is 8%, you will now take entire 5% only as normal loss. In case the actual loss is more than abnormal loss, then you take abnormal gain. For real life mein beta, this is how accounting is done. There will not be any abnormal gains. Normal loss itself is reduced as such guys to directly arrive at the effective cost per unit. Very important point that we are going to learn in this question. Additional information guys. Exchange rates are 1 Sri Lankan rupee is equal to 25 paise of Indian rupee and 1 US dollar is 75 rupees. IGST credits are available. Containers were refunded. Containers are refundable guys. अपना खर्चा है कंटेनर्स का net difference, but prima facie you are not supposed to include it in FOB. You will include it later. FOB में इसलिए नहीं आता बेटा because while computing FOB guys, whoever is the assessing authority बेटा there knows that the containers are refundable, so the price cannot be included. Indian and Sri Lankan brokers were paid commission by Vikas on factory costs. Indian broker charged 6%, whereas the Sri Lankan broker charged 12%. CIF is cost inclusive of insurance and freight, and FOB is free on board. Are we clear guys? वो आगे इंश्योरेंस एंड ओशन फ्रेट टाइम पास में आया. अच्छा, CIF इंक्लूड्स FOB, इंश्योरेंस एंड ओशन फ्रेट. मेरे को लगा ऑलरेडी ब्रैकेट्स में दे दिया तो कहीं को दे रहा है बोल के. You are required to answer the following 5 questions. किसको आंसर करना है मालूम है ना बेटा? मेरे को. हाँ. Why don't you quickly go through the question guys? Don't worry guys, I'll divide the question into parts. It will be very simple to understand. पहले my target beta will be to compute FOB, CIF, compute what is the amount of taxes paid. Then I will list down what are all the expenses that we are incurring. Go through the question guys. हो गया? पढ़ लिया पूरा? वो एक्सप्रेशन देखो, पढ़ के फायदा भी क्या सर, आप ही पढ़ा दो बोल के. Should I start? All right, guys. So, in order to arrive at your cost as such, guys, we need to compute FOB and CIF first, because customs duty is to be levied as such, guys, on that amount. And then, guys, there will also be IGST का तो anyways credit मिलने वाला है, guys, but one of the bits says you have to also compute the total amount of refundable taxes. So for that anyways you have to compute IGST and have to also compute customs duty, because 20% of the customs duty is to be included in your cost. कितना refund मिलेगा? Only 80%. So to order to compute, guys, customs duty and IGST, what do we have to compute, guys? This is to compute what, guys? To compute customs duty and IGST. इसके लिए ही I will have to present one statement first, guys, and उसके बाद में we'll continue with the entire part. Let's start with factory cost. There's material X, there is material Y, no doubt about it, guys. Factory cost is 33 lakhs. That 33 lakhs as such, guys, if I multiply by 0.25, 0.25 only, no, SLR per rupee, guys. So if you multiply that as such, beta, 0.25 rupee per SLR, beta, 8 lakhs, ये हो गया factory cost, guys. Are we clear about this, beta? This factory cost के बाद में they've given us what, guys? Containers. I will just write containers and say, beta, do not include in FOB as they are refundable. अब वो उसके टाइम पे नहीं मालूम रहता कितना रिफंड मिलने वाला है. You are getting a refund of 38,000 on a later date, guys. So do not include in FOB as they are refundable. I will include. Just say, guys, what is the total amount of containers cost given there? 2 lakhs. Can you multiply 2 lakhs, beta, with 0.25? 50,000 minus 38,000. I will still include 12,000 in my cost. No doubt about it, guys. But I'm not including that, guys, in only FOB computation. Next, beta, what is the amount of freight paid, guys? Not our cost, undoubtedly, guys. Why is it not our cost? Paid by exporter. Not our cost, but still, but it should be included in what? But it should be included in FOB for computation of cost. FOB मतलब बेटा free on board. वहां तक जाने तक का जो भी खर्चा है, everything has to be included, guys, in that FOB. Are you getting the point, guys? But it should be included. क्या बोल रहा था बेटा मैं? In FOB. How much is the amount, guys? 50,000 SLR multiplied by 0.25 rupees. That will be 12,000. ये हो गया तुम्हारा factory cost. 8 lakhs 37,500. On this, guys, you will have to, sorry, factory cost से ऊपर ही था बेटा, क्या लिख रहा हूँ बेटा मैं? This is FOB. On this, guys, you will have to add ocean freight. Ocean freight, guys, is $2,000 multiplied by 75, 1 lakh, and then you add, guys, your insurance. FOB is still their point, CIF is still our point. अपने shipping point तक जो भी खर्चा हो रहा है, guys. So insurance, guys, will be 1,500. Do you know, beta? I've spoken about all of this in AS9 also. Revenue recognition, I said different types of quotations, guys. So $1,500 into 75, guys, 1 lakh. ये हो गया बेटा अपना CIF. How much will be CIF? हाँ, exact. On this, I will add customs duty. How much is the customs duty, beta, levied? 20%, guys, on CIF value. Yes or no, guys? So that'll be 2 lakh. No doubt about it. इसका refund मिलने वाला है मेरे को. कितना refund मिलेगा? 80% of that. So what is my CIF plus customs duty, guys? Combined value 13 lakh. How much will be IGST applicable? I'm not adding that credit मिलने वाला बेटा, but I still have to know how much is that. 2 lakh. Abhi, guys, are we all clear about this part? Let us go in the order, guys, and first write what are our expenses. Our total cost. Once we get total cost, we will segregate that and present a statement, guys. ठीक है? Let's go in the order first. Factory cost, is that our expenditure? Yes or no? Factory cost is our expenditure. Containers, next वो order में अगर गया तो 50,000 rupees. How did we get 50,000? 2 lakh into minus 38,000. How much is your container cost? Next, guys, freight in Sri Lanka. nil. Why? Paid by. I want to have crystal clarity बेटा कि whether it is includable or not. ठीक है. Next guys, ocean freight. लाइन में ही जा रहे हैं ना अपन. Ocean freight कितना है? 1 lakh. Insurance 1,12,000. Next, customs duty. ऊपर जो स्टेटमेंट बनाया बेटा उसका 20% ऑफ. हियर गाइस 2,20,000. 40. नेक्स्ट, अभी वो पूरा ऊपर का टेबल हो चुका है बेटा. लुक एट द क्वेश्चन. पेनाल्टी गाइस nil, not to be included. Yes or no? Why should it be included? Abnormal loss. Next, IGST तो अपन को रिफंड मिलने वाला है गाइस. हाँ, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट गाइस इन इंडिया. Are we not incurring transportation in India guys? How much? Next guys, brokerage. वो इंस्पेक्शन का बता दो बेटा. वो एनीवेज वो सिर्फ नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स में एडजस्ट होगा. ब्रोकरेज गाइस, दिस इज ऑन फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट. इंडियन ब्रोकर को बेटा इट इज 6% ऑफ फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट. कितना? 8,25,000. 6% ऑफ 8,25,000. 49 श्रीलंकन ब्रोकर. 12% guys of 8,25,000. Can you add all of that guys? This is the answer to the first bit. Now we will have to divide this cost into x and z. Look at the second and third bit. ये combined cost है बेटा x और z का. अभी हर एक expenditure अपन को divide करना पड़ेगा. How much is in respect of x? How much is in respect of z? कोई volume पे, कोई value पे. ठीक है, हो गया क्वेश्चन के बाद में, बस खत्म. Are you clear about this? One of the bits is refundable duties, जो already कर चुके हैं अपन. We will get the answer. Nice question guys, because it has good elements. समझ में आया नहीं आया? कॉपी करो बेटा यहाँ से अभी पूरा. गाइस थोड़ा कंट्रोल बेटा, क्या हुआ देखो स्तुति, कौन है इसके नाम पे? हाँ तू माइनर है मालूम है ना? गाइस आर यू ऑल डन विद दिस? अरे करो रे भाई जल्दी। जरा वहां पे, यस गाइस क्या कर रहा तू? कपड़े लेके ऐसे आगे वहां जा, लेके जा। यस गाइस गाइस नाउ बेटा we will have to divide the entire cost guys among, ये हो गया सबका यहां तक? देवेंद्र हुआ? Now guys we'll have to divide all the expenses that I've written into two categories, material X and material Z. ठीक है, let us go by the category of expenditure guys. The first expenditure है साथ बेटा that we have is factory cost. On what basis will you divide factory cost? You don't need a basis, already given. Did they not give us cost of materials procured guys individually for material X and Z guys? Container cost guys next 12,000 rupees, preferably volume guys, because we will assume guys that the space occupied by both the products is exactly the same, and that is I will do it on the basis of volume. If they would have given us some additional details beta, we would have segregated that. Are we clear guys? एक दो questions में किए थे बेटा. One occupies double the space required by the other product, so that is how you divide storage cost guys. After that beta there is freight in Sri Lanka, 0 rupees sorry. And then beta there is ocean freight. Freight guys is still transportation cost guys. Let us allocate transportation cost also on the basis of number of units. A question tha guys in materials chapter, we had railway freight and taxes. We allocated railway freight on the basis of the units, kgs of materials guys, and the other one beta was done on the basis of value. So even here guys ocean freight asad beta will be done on the basis of volume guys, and that volume beta is the number of units. Insurance will undoubtedly be based on value, because there are multiple values here guys. Best is factory cost. जो भी value पे करना है guys, please do it on the basis of basic cost, क्योंकि बाकी पूरे तो अपन allocate कर रहे हैं अभी. The only thing that we know individually in respect of material X and material Y guys is factory cost. So you will take insurance guys in the ratio of factory cost. Any doubt in this guys? कौन सा बेटा? हाँ, insurance is taken on the basis of the cost of inventory, but the cost of inventory will include till that port. So there are few expenses that are supposed to be included, and after that you will determine what is the effective insurance cost. Yes guys, are we all clear about this better? Next guys, we have 20% of customs duty guys. Even that you will directly do it on the basis of value. So that is factory cost. Next guys, penalty, you're not supposed to include it. Transportation in India guys, volume. Brokerage value पे है बेटा, directly given है, you do not need anything else. Let's start guys. Material X, cost allocation बोल के लिखो. We are not done with the question. There are few more important points still supposed to be done. पहले Z है पहले X है? पहले X ही आती है बेटा जिंदगी में. Can it ever happen guys that the person who's coming first is not X and then there's a subsequent person coming? Exactly. जान दो बेटा, जिसको समझ में नहीं आया ना, there are a lot of things that you have to learn in life. One thing बेटा is material. Concentrate. So first वाला guys, factory cost guys is 15 lakhs into 0.25 guys. 3,75,000. Next बेटा is 18 lakhs into 0.25. 4,50,000. वो ऊपर का स्टेटमेंट तुम लोग ऑलरेडी लिख लिया ना, मेरे को एक एक चीज वहां से देख के बोलते रहना. फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट के बाद में क्या लिखा वहां पे? कंटेनर्स आएगा ना बेटा. कंटेनर्स 12,000 रुपीज. इन व्हाट रेशियो बेटा? number of units. Number of units का ratio guys is 12:8, that is 3:2 guys. Divided by 5, 2,400, 7,200 and 4,800. तो कर बेटा आराम से. Then guys, next thing in the cost statement, नहीं है वो उनका freight, ocean freight. तुम लोग इसको freight बोलते हैं, freight बोलते हैं? जान दो बेटा. So it's actually freight guys, but then Indian English अपनी मर्जी पे, अपनी भाषा थोड़ी है, जो बुलाना है बुलाओ ना यार. Yes guys, $2,000 multiplied by 75 guys, 1,50,000. Freight is again on the basis of number of units. $90,000 beta and 60,000. Next guys, insurance. Insurance beta was 1 lakh. Value beta 375 is to 450. 375 is to 450 beta is 5 is to 6. 5 is to 6 beta. हाँ 51,136 and 61,364. Next beta, customs duty 44,000, again based on value beta 5 is to 6. 20,000, 24,000, 11 है. Next beta, transportation in India, how much is the amount beta? 12,500, and this will be in the basis of number of units, 3 is to 2 guys, 7,500 and 5,000. Next, brokerage guys. Can I directly take beta 6% plus 18% and write 24% of factory cost? आएगा तो वही ना बेटा, दोनों फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट पे ही है ना. सो ऊपर जो फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट लिखे 3,75,000 इंटू 24% इंटू 24%, 6% प्लस 12, सॉरी बेटा 18%. मैं 6 प्लस 18 किया. हाँ, हाउ मच इज दैट बेटा? 2,148,500. दूसरा वाला 4,50,000 पे 18%, 80. तो दोनों मिला के बोली बेटा शायद, मेरे को टोटल बोलो डायरेक्टली. 67,500 and this. हो गया बेटा. Add up all of these values and that will be the individual amount. Just check whether you're getting 13,04,500, मतलब जो पहले आया था total cost. You will have to tell me the answers guys now. Individually beta. 6 lakhs and 1. किससे मैच हो रहा है? Number of units purchased guys is how much? 12,000 and 8,000. अभी फर्स्ट बिट के लिए बेटा व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट इज नॉर्मल लॉस विल बी हाउ मच? 5%. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट दैट यू विल रिमेंबर इज इफ एक्चुअल लॉस इज लेस देन नॉर्मल लॉस, डू नॉट कंसिडर अबनॉर्मल गेन. ये मटेरियल परचेजेस के लिए है. सर व्हाट डू वी डू फॉर प्रोसेस कॉस्टिंग? फॉलो व्हाट वी लर्न, नॉर्मल वैल्यूएशन प्रिंसिपल. बट फॉर मटेरियल्स गाइस एवर डू नॉट कंसिडर abnormal gain. Do not consider abnormal gain. So how much will this become beta? 600, 400. So our good units are supposed to be 11,400 and 7,600. Can you tell me how much is the cost per unit? 6,18,336 divided by 11,400. Answer. 54.24. Perfect. 90 हो गया गाइस. दिस इज अवर अब्जॉर्प्शन रेट गाइस, कॉस्ट पर यूनिट. अब नॉर्मल गेन मटेरियल्स में आएगा ही नहीं, सिर्फ प्रोसेस कॉस्टिंग में आएगा. इन मटेरियल्स दे कैन नॉट बी अब नॉर्मल गेन. अभी लास्ट बिट में गाइस आई वाज जस्ट टू रिकम्प्यूट व्हाट इफ द actual loss was 9%. Now we will take normal loss as 8% and take abnormal loss as 1%. Recompute करना वापस. Refundable duties compute करता हूँ. All of you better finish this first. बेटा वो पूरा डोर बंद मत करो गाइस कभी भी. और देखो उसको तब से वहीं पे वो हाँ ऊपर का एक रोलर है बेटा. The roller we have keep changing 6 months, even that it is getting screwed. Lesson learned, never have a sliding door. Optimum space utilization will we had a sliding door first. And especially you can have a sliding door when it is built out of MDF, not out of hardcore ply. It increases the weight drastically. At least MDF better lighter in weight, it can take that weight. The doors are heavy, the sliding will have, irrespective of जो quality का ऊपर वो लगा लो, it is still going to screw up every 6 months. यश को वहां पे खड़ा कर देंगे. Yes बेटा, have you all done with it? करेक्ट ही बोला ना रमेश में, तेरा वही काम है ना. Yes, can you tell me the answer to the fourth bit guys? Refundable duties better. It will be 80% of customs plus IGST. 80% of customs कितना है बेटा? Customs का 80%. बोल रहे चुड़ैल 2,20,000 is customs बेटा, so उसका 80%. IGST कितना है? दोनों का टोटल बेटा will be 4,13,000. This will be the amount guys for the fourth bit. In case I take a class on Monday guys for 2 hours, is there anyone who will be coming here for 1-2 hours अगर ले रहा हो तो I'll message guys what time exactly बोल के depending on my foundation class. अगर ले रहा हो तो तू भी आता कैसे इतने दूर से? काई को इतने दूर से घर पे बोर होता बोल के आजा, रोज आता, टाइम पास करेंगे अपन. Fifth bit guys, actual loss is how much beta now? Can you please recompute faster guys? So if actual loss is 9% beta, इसमें normal loss कितना हो जाएगा? 8%. Abnormal loss beta would be 1%. So X and Z guys, number of units guys are 12,000 and it is 12,000 first, no? 12,000 and 8,000. You will deduct only normal loss. 8% beta. 960 and 640. What will be your good units? 11,040 and 7360. What should be the cost per unit guys? 1 second. 6,18,336 divided by 11,040. Exact. दूसरा बेटा is 6,86,164 7360 2223. अब नॉर्मल लॉस बेटा इन यूनिट्स कितने हैं? 1% guys. 12,000 into 1%, 120. And here guys, 8,000 into 1%, 80. Can you compute total abnormal loss? Total abnormal loss in rupees guys. 120 into 56 plus 93.23 into 80. Total आया ना आंसर वो 14,178. प्लीज चेक बेटा इफ यू गेटिंग द आंसर. इसमें बेटा ऑप्शन देख के ऐसे मार्क भी नहीं कर सकते कि ये होगा शायद आंसर बोल के. Are we all done with this, guys? Guys, stop talking. Are you all done with this? Let's read the next question, beta. Question number 23. सबका बेटा ये हो गया? क्या हुआ आकांक्षा? 23 वाला भी टेस्ट में दिया था क्या? कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ती. Question number 23, guys. Arnav Limited manufactures chemical solutions, guys, used in paint and adhesive products. Chemical solutions are produced in different processes. तुम्हारी बेंच पूरी एक साथ जा सकती ना रे, हर 20-25 मिनट में कोई ना कोई उठता वहां से. Arnav Limited manufactures chemical solutions in paint and adhesive products, guys. Chemical solutions are produced in different processes. Some of the processes are hazardous in nature, which may result in fire accident. At the end of the last month, one fire accident occurred in the factory. The fire destroyed some of the paper files containing records of the process operations for the month. You, being an associate of the chief manager, finance, are assigned to prepare the process accounts for the month during which the fire occurred. From the documents and files of other sources, following information could be retrieved. All of that is irrelevant. Yes or no? Opening work in progress at the beginning of the month was 500 liters, which was 80% completed in respect of labor and 60% completed in respect of overheads. Opening work in progress was valued at 2,78,000. The fact that cost bifurcation for opening work in progress is not given, we cannot use weighted average method. This question will be based on FIFO method. FIFO method can be used better when they give degree of completion for opening work in progress. Weighted average method can be used when cost bifurcation is given. Closing work in progress at the end of the month beta was 100 liters, which is 20% complete for labor and 10% complete for overheads. Normal loss is 10% of input. Fresh मतलब current month का जो input आ रहा है बेटा उसको fresh input बोलते हैं. And total losses during the month were 800 liters, guys, partly due to fire accident. That is total loss. That means it will include abnormal loss also. Output transfer to the next process was 3,400 liters. Losses have a scrap value of 20 rupees per liter. All the raw materials are added at the commencement of the process. Underline that. उसका मतलब क्या है? Degree of completion for materials will always be 100%. Degree of completion for materials beta will always be 100%. They do not have to specify that. The cost per equivalent unit is 660, guys, which comprises of raw material 300, labor 200, overheads 160. Company uses FIFO method. Following information are available. They've already given us cost per unit, guys. It will be easier for us to arrive at the answers. ये दिया था ना टेस्ट में, ऐसे टाइप का दिया था, ठीक है गाइस. सो ओपनिंग वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस कितना है बेटा? 500. करंट मंथ इनपुट मिसिंग. यस और नो गाइस? एक्स. आउटपुट में बेटा हाउ मच इज कंप्लीटेड यूनिट्स? Completed units are 3,000. 400, 800, एक जना बोलो भाई. 400. How much is your total loss? It doesn't matter guys whether it is normal or abnormal. Loss तो loss है ना. Total loss normal plus abnormal beta is 800. How much is your closing work in progress? हाँ बेटा 100. All this put together beta is 4,300. Don't you think 500 plus x should be equal to 4,300? So x will be equal to, this is the answer to the first bit. एक बार ये आ गया ना बेटा, पूरा क्वेश्चन इज वेरी सिंपल. यू नो टोटल लॉस इज 800. अब नॉर्मल लॉस कितना हो जाएगा बेटा? 10% ऑफ 3,800, that is 380 liters. How much will be abnormal loss? 420. If the degree of completion for abnormal loss is not given, guys, what will you assume? 100%. Scrapped units का degree of completion अगर नहीं देता है तो बेटा it will always be 100%. Can you all complete after this, guys? Continue solving and answer the question on your own, guys, after this. मटेरियल के 2 कॉलम जरूरत नहीं है ना बेटा. ओपनिंग का 80% लेबर का है भाई. 10% of 3,800, guys, 380. Therefore, abnormal loss beta would be total loss 800, guys, minus 380 beta 420. हाँ 420. बुरा लग रहा था को बुलाया नहीं बोल के. 800 में से you will remove 380, guys. You will get the balance amount beta, which is 420. तेजस समझ में आ गया बेटा यहाँ तक? After this, what do you have to do beta? Prepare statement of equivalent units. Remember, this is FIFO method. You know how to do it under FIFO method? Very good. Statement of equivalent units. Can I directly present the output part? Yes or no? Input लिख लिया ना बेटा अभी ऊपर. Can I directly present output? Completed units, guys, have to be divided into 2 parts. What are the 2 parts? Out of opening work in progress. How much is out of opening work in progress? 500. How much will be out of current month input? 3,000. 2,900. Normal loss beta will be 380. Abnormal loss beta will be 420. Closing work in progress. For materials, guys, you should take balance degree of completion. Sorry, for opening work in progress, guys, you should take balance degree of completion. It was 100% complete, so it will be 0%. 80% complete for labor, so you will take balance 20%. Overheads ke liye beta it was 60% complete, so you will take the balance 40%. Current month input, everything beta will be at 100%. Do you recall all of this? Normal loss, everything beta will be at. See guys, if you're able to remember at least 60-70% of this content, no, that means you know something, guys. एक बार revise करने के बाद में सब कुछ याद आ जाएगा. Abnormal loss beta, everything will be at abnormal loss. Closing work in progress beta, material will be 100, guys. For labor and overheads, they've given us a degree of completion 20%, guys, and 10%. This will become your completed units. Equivalent units 3,420, 3,440, 3,100, 520, 530. Check करो बेटा. अभी रिवर्स कैलकुलेशन है बेटा. वी ऑलरेडी नो cost per unit. Using that, we will have to arrive at total cost. Cost per unit कितना है बेटा? 300, 200, 160. What will be your total cost? 10 lakh, 26,000, 6 lakhs 88. 564, but this is not the actual material cost, guys. This material cost is after deducting scrap value of normal loss. I will add back scrap value of normal loss. Scrap value of normal loss beta will be 380 liters into 20 rupees. 7,600. 10 lakh 33,600. 6 lakhs 88,564,800. We have now completed the first 3 bits. We got the bifurcation of loss into normal and abnormal. We got value of raw materials added in the current month also beta, 10 lakhs 33,600. Guys, can you all compute closing work in progress ka labor and overheads part, guys? Very simple beta. You already know that it is 20 into 200 and 10 into 160. Effective units, guys. Upper statement में लिखे ना बेटा 20 units and 10 units. 20 into cost per unit. That will be the answer to the fourth bit. Are you all clear about this? हाँ बेटा. Kids, are you all done with it? Can you tell me what's the value of closing work in progress, beta? Just a couple of minutes more, guys, and then I'll wind up. Value of closing work in progress. सिर्फ लेबर एंड ओवरहेड्स. लेबर का बेटा इट विल बी 100 यूनिट्स का 20% इंटू 200 रुपीज, दैट इज 4,000. ओवरहेड्स का बेटा 100 यूनिट्स का 10%, दैट इज 10 यूनिट्स मल्टीप्लाइड बाय, दैट विल बी perfect, guys. One last bit, guys, that is finished goods. How will you compute finished goods ka value? You have to divide into two parts, guys. Opening work in progress. कॉस्ट ऑलरेडी इंकर्ड कितना है ओपनिंग वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस का? कुछ याद आ रहा है बेटा? कॉस्ट ऑलरेडी इंकर्ड 2,78,000. इंकर्ड इन करंट मंथ. इंकर्ड इन करंट मंथ बेटा. मटेरियल 0. इक्विवेलेंट यूनिट्स का कॉलम है ना यहाँ पे. 100 यूनिट्स इनटू क्या क्या बोल रहा बोल. You cannot do that beta, that's on the weighted average method. FIFO method में you have to divide. मार खाएगा बेटा तू आज मेरे से. आया? It's a coincidence, guys, that you're getting the same answer. Please do not go by that. Oh my god. 20,000, guys. Overheads beta 200 into 32,000. And then beta current month, how many units? 2,900. This I can multiply by 660. 19 lakh 14,000. 22 lakhs. It's a coincidence, guys, that by using weighted average method also we are getting the same answer, guys. Please do not do that. This is FIFO method. भूल गए तुम लोग already? FIFO method, guys. This is not weighted average method. I'll just take 10 more minutes, and then I'll give a break. 10 more minutes. I know you guys will cooperate. Do not have an option. Are we all done with this, guys? Are you all done? Question number 24 might take some time. Should I finish off question number 25 first? Question 25, guys. 24 beta is inter-process profit, guys. I have to leave in 10 minutes इसलिए. I got a message that I have 10 more minutes to take class, so it's. The following data are available in respect to process 1, guys, for Jan 2024. Opening stock of work in progress is 600 units at a total cost of 4,200. Degree of completion for opening stock is given, guys. Input of materials at a total cost of 55,200 for 9,200 units. ठीक है. Direct wages, overheads, units scrapped, degree of completion is given. Closing work in progress, degree of completion. 8,900 units were completed and transferred to the next process. Normal loss is 4% of total input. Scrap value is 6 rupees per unit. You are required to answer the following questions. The degree method is not specified, guys. Which method will it be? Why FIFO method? Cost bifurcation of opening work in progress is not given, so we cannot use weighted average method. We can only use. Is this a normal question? Will you be able to do it? एक मतलब बेटा इसमें कुछ है ही नहीं. Normal question है, पूरा solve करना है. You have to arrive at the answers. Can we finish that, guys? और एक कर लो discuss, or do you want to take a break? All right, guys. I'm ending the session, beta now. ठीक है. Whatever are the remaining questions, guys, I will be doing them on Monday. I'll let you know, guys, कब ले रहा हूँ बोल के मैं. Mostly Monday only, guys. I do not want to delay it. I will take another 1.5 to 2 hours, but that's it. क्योंकि majority of the questions, guys, are activity-based costing, guys, which is normal again. जो major important अच्छे वाले questions है बेटा पूरे हो चुके हैं. There are a couple of अच्छे मतलब बाकी के भी अच्छे ही है. There are a couple of service sector questions, guys, that I will have to do. बाकी पूरा is normal. All right, guys. अभी break है बेटा. Monday लिया तो सुबह ही लूँगा बेटा. Early morning only. मतलब normal timing. Not 7 o'clock, but I'll see something like 8 o'clock. Depending on the other classes. Alright, guys, so for a majority of you, beta, this is me for the last time signing off. All the very... Alright, guys. Alright, guys, no. Alright, guys, I will be... हो गया गाइस. शाम में मिल रहा हूँ बेटा, कहीं नहीं जा रहा हूँ. ऑल राइट, आई विल सी यू गाइस. ऑल राइट गाइस. ऑल राइट गाइस, सी यू गाइस इन द इवनिंग बेटा. हैव फन. बाय बाय. Online students, beta. Bye, guys.